TU43. By the way, is of like next month. I'm super excited. Let me know if you guys are excited. Just get started into this, and so yeah, of the four or not four of TU43, that's gonna be October 4th, which is, you might have guessed it, which is glad for this. So yeah, so there's gonna be banners. So yes guys, we are getting banners, which is awesome. I'm excited. Let me know if you guys are. And yeah, so banners you can do for factions. If you haven't been watching the faction series, I suggest you start doing it now. Yeah, it's one of the most popular things on my channel right now. You guys love it. Hi, Dylan. I'm building the most beautiful house on the earth. Why?
Don't tell me saying all of that at once.
Not at once. Sorry about that, my brother. So yeah, we're gonna be getting banners. Create. There you go. So yeah, there's gonna be like, here, let me, so for the banners, so I got classic crafting on, but there's gonna be a place for the banners, which is cool. I guess you can see if you're excited for the banners. So banners, or you can use your own custom thing if you don't even know what banners is. You should know what a banner is, but yeah, it's really kind of hard to explain about that, but yeah, you have to figure out more by yourself if you do not know what banners are. Ooh. All right. So next up we have I have all of this. So next up we have beetroot or beetroot soup, which is gonna be awesome. You guys might not be excited. It gives you it fills half hunger once you eat the beetroot. Yeah, you can make beetroot soup, which is 3, which is, I guess you can say, okay. Yeah, so it's gonna be nice for beetroot. I'm excited personally for the beetroot and beetroot soup, just because I'm a farmer and it's like a new food and plant. I'm all about that. One day I hope. So this is all we got for food is right now is an apple, golden apple, enchanted golden apple, melon, mushroom stew, rabbit stew, bread, cake, cookies, cooked fish, chicken, raw beef, steak, and then so many others, but 2 more foods added in. Beetroot soup. Well, beetroots are what you're going to be able to grow, which is going to be really nice to have. So yeah, I'm personally excited for that. Let me know if you're excited for the new food for the next update, which is TU43, October 4th. And then blocks. There's going to be some new blocks, which are the bone block, the nether wart block, the magma block, the end brick block, and etc. So bone block is in because now we can find fossils in mines, like dinosaur fossils or animal fossils that are made by bone blocks that we can find in mines and TU43 now, which is going to be great when it comes out. Yeah, so that's going to be really great to have. I think it's cool. My brother interested in dinosaurs, so he'll be very happy to hear that. Oh my god, this house is coming together to look pretty nice. And the other blocks coming out, I'm really excited since I'm a builder. Like the netherware block, because it's like kind of a bright red. Like it's like netherrack. Like it's like that kind of red. Like, do you see where my white thing is? It's like that kind of red, but the whole block is like that, which is like really cool. Like we don't have really like a bright, vibrant red. Here, let me see if this is like, so it's even brighter than the wool block, and it has like a kind of dull texture like the red stained clay. So yeah, it's like a new color. I'm a builder myself. And then the other block, the ender, it's not called the ender block, ender bricks, I guess you can say, which are coming. They're dull, but I guess you can make them for like basements or something like that. I'm not sure if end cities are coming. I have none of that down. If they are, I haven't. 4J has not really confirmed that as of now, like NCDs or anything. All the things that I'm going to say in here are confirmed, except for at the end I'm going to talk about some honorable mentions. So yeah, so those are the 3 blocks, and now we have the magma block, which I love the magma block. It's like a really cool block that it can naturally, it's from 1.10. It's not from 1.9, so they're adding some 1.10 features in the next update as well, but mostly 1.9. So the magma block is when you step on it, it naturally generates in the nether. When you step on it, you set on fire. But there's like, so if you have like fire resistance, and like then you won't set on fire, of course. And then if you walk across it with Frostwalker, which we'll be explaining just in a minute. So yeah, there are new enchantments, so stay tuned for that. So yeah, so also when you sleep on it, it will not explode in the nether. Like, this is a feature, a really nice feature, I guess you can say. Yeah, it's like, it's a beautiful feature. So when you're in the nether, if you put a bed on top of one of those babies and you sleep on it, it will not explode the block or the bed, which is an amazing feature since, as you know, if you sleep right now in the nether, it will explode, like the bed, and yeah, and in the end. So yeah, it will not explode in the nether when a bed is placed on it. Yeah, and then the enchantment, if you have Frostwalker, which again we'll be explaining just in a minute, then you will not be physically burned. Like you won't get like, you won't get the effects, which is fire that you get once you step on that. And yeah, I think that's really nice. Yeah, we're gonna get some new enchantments in the game. So yeah, that's really cool. I think that is kind of a really cool thing that they are going to add in the game. But another thing for the bone block, the bone block, you can make it with 9 bone meal. Sounds like a lot. I guess it can be kind of a lot for some people, but you cannot farm it at all. Like, they made it where you cannot farm it. So when, like, bones and stuff, if you made a skeleton farm, because when you can uncraft this item, but it only gives you 3 bone meal out of the 9 bone meal it could craft. So it takes 9 bone meal to craft. So yeah, it takes 9 bone meal to craft this bone block. But if you try to uncraft it, it only gives you 3 of the 9 back, which I guess is fine because like I guess it's kind of OP when you uncraft something. Like I wish that would be a feature from a long time, but it's really OP. So I'm glad they didn't make it the most OP. So yeah, that feature is kind of nice. They made it so you can't duplicate, you can't farm it, which I guess is understandable because all these duplication glitches. But yeah, their bone meal is gonna be a lot easier to get because the fossils are massive. Like they're cool. The bone block you can use for building as well. It's nice to have, but it's just really ugly for building. Like if you can fit it, then send a screenshot in the comments below. So yeah, it'll only give you 3 back. So yeah, that's what we have. And now, so what we have next up, we have new enchantments. I bet you've been waiting for this part for a little while now. So like I said, we're gonna be talking about this in a minute, like 3 minutes ago. But yeah, we are finally here. The new enchantments are Frostwalker, which we mentioned before, and a new enchantment, Mending. These are from the PC. Mending is from 1.10 and Frostwalker is from 1.9. If I'm wrong, correct me, please. DJ. No. Alright, I'm sorry about that. So yeah, so Frostwalker and Mending. The Frostwalker, if you don't know from PC, if you've never played PC, or if you can't even realize it from the name, like you can't tell what it is, it's one. So if you put this enchantment on your boots, there'll be like, if there's like water and you're trying to walk across like a lake, and you don't have a boat, but you have Frostwalker on your boots, you can just walk on the water, and all the water turns into ice, like, as you walk. So, let's say, alright, I'm gonna make a nice monster for this house. So yeah, this is just gonna be demonstration. So let's say these boots had Frostwalker. We do not have it yet in the game, but, in the next update we will. Once you walk on this water, as you see now, like, imagine these had Frostwalker. That won't happen. Once you walk on the water, it turns into ice and you make a path. But it erases itself. It doesn't, like, erase immediately as you step on it. So it has, like, a cracking animation. And that would be really, it's going to be really good for, factions. And then the mending, Jesus Christ. So yeah, and then there's gonna be a new book called the Mending book, and you can put it on. Once again, this is gonna be good for factions as well. Let's say if I had a Jackhammer Axe. If you don't watch my factions thing, there's a kit called Kit Jackhammer. It's a sharpness 5 axe, and we use it for grinding. Axes are good for breaking armor, so that's what we use. And once we use this, we grind a lot, and we go through a lot of Jackhammer Axes monthly or weekly or even daily, depending on how much we grind. We don't grind as much as we do, like we did, I should say. And yeah, so we haven't done that, but what it does is if you have a Mending on your Kit Jackhammer Axe, let's just say that, or any weapon that you use to kill mobs and you have Mending on it, you can you put it on there and it regens like its durability. So let's, alright, so this is, alright, so as you see, the durability went down, but if you had Mending, over time, the durability goes up. It doesn't keep going up, and it just stays like at 1 durability. You have to wait a little while. It sounds pretty OP, but the thing is, you cannot get it from an enchantment table. You have to find it in like a dungeon chest. I'm not specifically sure on where you find it, but I heard that you cannot get a book and enchant it. So if I was to do this, you have a 0 and how many books are here? 9, 18, and then this is 5 for 4, so that's 9, 18, so that's 22 books, I think. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, what? 9, 18, 9, 18, that's 2, that's 3. So yeah, it's 23 books, my bad. So you get a 0 out of 25. Well, 0 out of 24 because of the Frostwalk book that is going to be in the next update. So you have a 0 in 24 chance of getting a mending out of 1 or 2 or 3 or even 30 levels. You have to find it in a dungeon. So yeah, those are really cool. Those are going to be really cool to have in factions. And we're going to stick... I don't know. And they're gonna stick some 1.10 updates in the we're gonna stick some 1.10 updates in the next update, which include polar bears, paths, acacia villages, and a new structure, which are going to be an igloo. So first we're going to talk about the polar bears, which they spawn in the taiga biome. I think that you might have already thought of that if they ever came. So yeah, they are going to naturally spawn in the taiga biome. So yeah, they naturally spawn in the taiga biome, which is really cool. As same with the igloos, they also spawn in the taiga biome. There can be cub polar bears, but the thing is, polar bears are kind of like dogs, but they kind of are different. Let me explain the reason why I said that. So why I said that is because they are hostile. The cubs ones are not hostile. So the cub polar bear. So let's say this was a polar bear, and so if I hit this, and then this is the mom's gonna come after me and hostile me if you hit her cub. But if I hit this, or even go, so it's not hostile until you punch it, which is like the same as like you do to a wolf. Yeah, but they will attack even if it's peaceful. As of the wolf, if it's peaceful and you hit them, they will not attack. Well, they'll run up on you, but they do not do any damage. But as the polar bear, it will. So, yeah. So, I'm really excited for that, for factions as well. And you might be thinking, Dustin, why are you excited for polar bears for factions? Not just because it's a new animal, because it drops fish. The Guardians are great and all, but the Guardians only have a 0 through 3 or 0 for 4 drop for fish. Like they don't have to drop fish. Not all of them drop the fish. But as a polar bear, it's a 1 in 3 or 1 in 4. It's one of those, I've heard. So yeah, it's a 1 in 3 or 1 in 4 fish that you get from each polar bear, which is nice, and it can be a new grind for fish instead of having these guardians, which you don't get fish from all the time. And so yeah, we got a new source for fish. Yeah, that's really all you need to know about polar bears. And now next up we have paths. So yeah, paths. If you don't play the Minecraft Pocket Edition, like if you ever played it, great. And if you've ever had these, that's nice. So, but as you see here, I'm pressing L2 right now. It will not make a path for it. In Pocket Edition, let's say if I had a PS4 controller, which will not work on the Pocket Edition, and there's a button L2 from the PS4 controller to the Pocket Edition, and I pressed it, this will turn to a dirt path. But it will be a lot nicer. It'll be a little tanner. I think it grows back. I'm not especially sure about that. So yeah, if I've been excited about this, as soon as it came in Pocket Edition, I was saying that I really wanted these paths because they look really nice. They can be very useful, and yeah, so that's pretty villages, or the savannah village or whatever. It's with the acacia trees. I don't know. People call it different things. So yeah, it's the acacia village, which is cool. Like, it's okay if you like villages, I guess, a lot. It must be really good for you, cool for you, nice. That's good for you. It's just a village. And igloos, which I have a lot to say about this, so stick around. Yeah, so igloos are gonna be in the game. They spawn in the taiga biome. Coincidence? I think not. Yeah, so they're gonna be in the taiga biome, and they're gonna be built of snow, of course. But there's like some secret things, Easter eggs, I guess you can say, but they're not really. They have a 1 in 5. Wait, all right. Let's not talk about that yet. But the igloo, it always has a golden apple in it. Like, there's always a chest. It has loot, but it always will have at least one golden apple. You will not find one igloo that does not have a golden apple. Not that I think, but because 4J said that, they really do it clear. So yeah, when you walk in there, there's gonna be maybe a chest. I'm not 100% positive. Don't quote me on that. But I think there's gonna be a chest in every igloo. That as soon as you walk in. But and they have beds. They have a crafting table. They have a chest, stuff like that, like a natural home type thing, I guess you can say. So yeah, once that there will be a trap door in the middle of the igloo. The middle of the igloo that you walk in, like as soon as you go inside. So it's not like in the middle of the igloo on the top of the thing. No, it's you walk inside like this, and there might be a trap door in the middle. So yeah, that has a purpose. It's a 1 in 3 or 1 in 5 chance. When you go down there, there are villagers that are held captive down there. There's 2 villagers. There's 2 slots. They have signs of arrows to go to certain places. Stuff like that. You know what I'm saying. So yeah, they have the signs, and then it has arrows on the sign, and it points you to. So yeah, it has 2 villagers captive, and it might have something else as well. I'm not sure, but we're just gonna have to wait to find out for that specific stuff. I don't think there's anything else that we missed. I'm just looking through these sheets. So it's that. I'm right there. This is good. Alright, and now we're going to do some honorable mentions. I know we're getting to the end of the video. I know it's real sad. But the video is coming to an end. But these are some honorable mentions. So yeah, I'm not saying these will come in the game or these won't come in the game. I'm just saying that these are some possibilities that 4J has hinted, but they have not yet, they have not claimed it. They haven't claimed if they're gonna do it or not. So some honorable mentions are dual wielding, shields, new arrows. I think they're gonna add the new arrows, and some other stuff such as new boats. So acacia boats, and then new physics for the boats. So like the Pocket Edition has now, and the PC does, where they got the paddle once, paddle twice. So it's like L1, R1, L1, R1 to move left to right. So that might be there. And new trapdoors, like dark oak trapdoors, Acacia trapdoors, stuff like that. Dual wielding is when you have two things at once, like if I had a sword and a shovel in the other hand. So what they're gonna do is take out blocking. If dual wielding is gonna be added, they're gonna take out the feature of blocking, because that's you do that with L2. But when you hit, it's R2. But if you are dual wielding, you need L2 to hit with the left hand, and R2. So L2 means left 2. L1 means left 1. It's on your left hand. So your left item would be L2, just like my sword. This sword right here is in my right hand, and I need to do R2. So blocking is L2, which means if they add dual wielding, they're gonna take out L2, and they're gonna do it so you can hit with L2. So you can hit with L2, and yeah, so you can swing. This is only if they do add it. Shields, again, so if you dual wield it, so you'll need to press L2 or L1. It's L2, and then you put it in a dual wield thing. I'm not sure what the physics are, so I'm not sure because they haven't added it in the game yet. I'm just telling you what I know, and whether they're gonna add in the next update. I'm not a genius. So yeah. And if they add the shield, then that's another reason why they're gonna get blocking off, because you can block with the shield. And L2 is gonna be used for dual wielding to hit with your left too. Yeah, I think that pretty much wraps it up. Then the new arrows, poison arrows, nausea arrows. There's like spectral arrow, which is my personal favorite. So let's say I had a spectral arrow. I shot this horse. There will be like a white outlining of the horse, and I can see it through. So if I was behind this wall right here and I shot it, I think there's like a block radius. I think it's like 50 meters or something that you can see what you just shot. So if you're like shooting a skeleton with full diamond armor, alright, this is fantasy, and you shot it and it just ran away, and but if you shot it with the spectral arrow, you can see it through the walls where it ran. There's a white outlining, super duper clear. It's really nice. That arrow is super duper nice to have. It's one of my favorite arrows. Yeah, so you won't really need these potions anymore. You just shoot yourself with an arrow, but the potions won't really have any use. The sword blocking won't have any use. But if you don't want to take any damage, like if you're at half a heart, I don't know how it would really work. So if you're like half a heart and you shot yourself up in the, like you shot an instant health arrow up in the air and it hits you, I don't know if it would kill you or give you the instant health, or if it would give you the instant health but take whatever damage it is. So let's say, so an instant health gives you like 4, I think. It's like 4 or 5, and let's see. So let's just say the instant health gives you 4. Instant health 2 gives you 4. So, and let's say the bow does 3. So if you shot yourself with the instant health, and then like it would give you the 4 instant health hearts, and then take 3 away because of the damage of the bow. Unless if it's not fully charged and it's only like half a heart, which is what I'm talking about. So yeah, those I'm not really saying that those won't be added in the game, and they will be added in the game. Well, the rest I am, like what I said before this. So like the things that I'm not sure, but they have like that mostly aren't gonna get. I don't know how to explain this right, but. So the things aren't. So everything I said is coming to the game, except for the end, what I just said, which is dual wielding shields, new arrows, and new trapdoors, new boats, new boat mechanics. Those things are still possible, but they're still not a possible, like it's like 50-50 that will be added in the game. But the rest of the stuff was claimed. It was claimed by 4J itself, that the rest of the stuff. So yeah, stay tuned for that. If there's any more updates or anything that I've missed, like if I missed any. What are you talking about, Mama?
The dog.
Oh.
Fucking barking like a little bitch.
Yeah, the dog. So yeah, if I missed anything, or if
You did.
I probably did miss something. I'm not sure. I'm sorry.
Really, Dustin?
What, Mother?
You sounded like a girl.
Well, you've done it 5 times, so you would know. If I did miss anything, or if anything gets added or talked about, then I'll update you guys. So if you guys did enjoy our video, you did,